Today I have another broken prismatic build for you guys. And this one is kind of funny and unique. So what makes it funny is Bungie had did a update on the worm husk freaking exotic forest, worm husk crown, whatever. The one that make a shade step and we get our freaking health back, right? But they're making it a solar exotic, and it's just trash. It's trash on solar. The actual exotic itself is just god awful. But the prismatic version of it on freaking the exotic class item is actually pretty darn good. The regular exotic make it that you have to get kills, right? Ability kills to proc it. And not only that, it's buffs up your ability damage, but the ability damage is quite frankly ass. So it never actually helps you compared to the exotic class item one. It just relies off of regular kills, not ability kills. So you get to actually benefit from the actual perk of the exotic. So I'm using the exotic class item today, and it literally makes you invincible. If you don't know what Worm Husk does, it makes it that you get not class ability, you get health whenever you show class ability, right? They made it that now when you heal with it, you get cure times 4, I believe, when you use the first one. Times 3 times 4, which in this game, that's basically immunity, bro. You basically got immunity with that ish. But not only that, who won it? Who won it? I'm about to say, who just ran up on me trying to snake me and stuff? Not only that, when you get a higher kill count with it, you get Burning Soul like times 2 and times 3. Times 2 gives you restoration, and then cure times 1, kind of worse than the first stat. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you get times 3 with this, then you get restoration times 1 still. I wish it went to times 2, but it doesn't, sadly. But the cure effect goes up higher again. And if you keep doing that, then you keep it. You see, I almost died, and I can just pop my goddamn. We're not having that. We're not having that. You see, I almost died, and I was able to just pop my class ability and get my full health back. That's basically what you get from this. So we're stacking that with the Tablet of Ruin artifact here, just so that I can have Wolf and Mail still in this build while I still get restoration. Kind of similar to the last build I just showed you guys, the definitive build for hunters. But then make it that you can pop your class ability to always get that cure and restoration without having to worry about orb power. Now, granted, I did show you guys how you get how you keep restoration on 24/7 now with the hunter build. But with this one, you'll be able to keep a void overshield on 24/7 with the Wolf and Mail because of how we set it up. So that's the greatness behind this. I know I'm finna kill myself. I know I did that, but that's good enough. That's good enough. I'll show y'all the build now. I don't think I need to be here all day showing y'all how good it is. Y'all seen the greatness, okay? What up, guys? Alchemist here. I got something nice for you. So as I was saying, the exotic class item we're using here is Spirit of the Worm Husk, and most likely the abilities back quicker, obviously. So, like I said, activating your class ability grants you cure, so you get your health back immediately. And if you get rapidly defeating combatants, grants you burning souls that increase the potency of the healing when dodging and spread the healing to nearby allies. So you'll be doing cure for your allies that's within 15 meters of you. I'm not sure if it gives them restoration as well, but if you got burning soul times 1 stack, whatever, you'll get cure and restoration, and then you stack that, it goes even higher, the cure gets stronger, and then you start getting restoration for a longer time period, right? Okay, this is a quick rundown of that, right? All you need to really know is you're healing when you're doing that, and basically when you pop that ascension, at that moment you're basically unkillable. Okay, you can just, it's a get out of jail free card. The armor set we're using, like I said in my other prismatic video, we are using the Vault of Glass armor. This making it that while we have a subclass buff on us, we continue making orbs of power on ourselves 24/7, which keep the survivability on this build insane. Okay, the armor stat spread you want for this build is 100 class stat. Try to go for 100 grenade, 100 melee. That's the 3 things you care about, and then pour the rest into a weapon stat. I'm obviously using a font mod for my grenade stat to be 100. Weapons in this build, we're using the tryhard weapon build. We're using Festival Flight meta with slice and attrition orbs on it. You can grab this from the tower from the Solstice Ingrams with Legendary March. Take 2. Go farm yourself one if you don't have one already by this point. Your primary weapon can be whatever you want it to be. You also can rock double special because we are rocking special finisher in this build. So by all means, you can rock double special if you want. And we got on Truth because why not, right? Strongest freaking DPS rocket launcher in the game to handle champions and bosses and whatnot. Artifact we're running Tablet of Ruin. We are running Defibrillating Blast because we will be getting bolt charges in this build. So this helps us heal even more every time we trigger bolt charges. We have 2 shreds on so that when we sever people with our threaded spike or from the actual air denial freaking Festival Flight, we'll unravel them, and if we kill any severed person, it put a Wolfen Mail hotspot out there to give us Wolfen Mail for 10 seconds in this build. Since we aren't rocking Seeking and Racking in this build for Wolfen Mail, we needed something else to give us Wolfen Mail. We have on Horror Shuttle so that we can make threatenings from the people that's unraveled, and then just threatening severed people. We have Flash Over on, so when we do get max bolt charges, we get amplified, but we're really not here for the amplified. We're just here for the lightning bolts deal more damage to make our bolt charges do even more damage for us. We have on gold from lead, so whenever we pick up special ammo, we get more heavy ammo chances for our truth, for us to spam it more. But next, put this in your build if you want. Malign Harvest if you're using a void weapon, because then you can do a weakening burst and applying weaken, give you a void overshield. But we're getting void overshield in this build already, so you technically don't need this, okay? But we are rocking volatile marksman because if you got a volatile weapon like me, you will be getting class ability energy from the volatile detonations, helping you spam your class ability even more. And Worm Husk heals us every time we pop class ability, so you want to be able to have an uptime on that 24/7. And then obviously dielectric, so we're killing these art debuff targets from Joke because of Ascension. We get bolt charges, and then this helps us make even more orbs of power and heal a small portion of health whenever we kill a group of people that are affected by that Joke. Okay. Subclass. We're rocking Tether on purpose because this goes in tangent with Facet of Purpose, okay? See the wordplay there? We're using it on purpose because then, because of the Vault of Glass armor, we will always have a void shield, a void overshield on us 24/7, meaning we will always have a 70% damage reduction on our character and get a chunk of health from picking up all the power because we do have some health stat inside our character, right? We got on Marksman die so that we can pick up all the ammo around us, so we can always shoot our weapon without worrying about having to reload. And we have on Threaded Spike to help us get Transcendence back quicker, but it's also sever people, making them do 40% less damage to us. And yeah, you know, help with the combo loop and the artifact for the Wolfen Mail spots. That would give us 45% damage reduction with Wolfen Mail. Grapple, this help us get unraveling out there, but also too, using a grenade count as 1 stack ammo slide. Then you punch somebody with it, that's 2 stacks ammo slide. Same thing with Threaded Spike, when it bounce off people, you get stacks of ammo's life for each person to bounce off of. So really good combo. We have on Winter Shroud. This makes it that when we slow targets, we get our class ability back quicker. Our Prismatic Grenade does, our Transcendence Grenade does slow, but also too, Ascension now works with anything. So this does proc Winter Shroud. So if I pop Ascension right here by this robot, you will see he got slowed, and as you see, my class ability started jumping up very fast from that as well. So this is gonna help us be able to spam our class ability if we already got it back. Our class ability back a lot. Not only that, Winter Shroud does give us 50% damage reduction for 4 seconds whenever we proc it. So that's even more damage resistance every time we pop Ascension, on top of the healing that we get from Worm Husk and Ascension giving us amplified with the 15% damage reduction. So this combo is very insane for getting your class ability back quick and staying alive. I have Facet of Protection on, so I get 15% damage reduction when I'm near enemies. And Transcendence, that's 30%. We have Radiant on, so whenever I use my melee, like Threaded Spike. I get Radiant in this build, and every time I bounce off people, it does count for a Radiant. Faster Purpose, and then we got Faster to Hope. Whenever I get Elemental buff, I get my class ability back quicker as well. Armor mods. 2 super fines. I want my super to come back quicker because I have nothing else in this build, helmet I care for. And then Dynamo. I don't need a special ammo finder because I got special finisher on, and I don't need a siphon on because the Body Glass armor will always be giving me an aura power 24/7 to begin with. And Festival Flight making aura power for me. We have an impact induction, so when I do melee damage, I get grenade energy back. And then I got Focusing Strike on, so when I do melee damage, I get class ability energy back. Then I got a grenade font on, so that I have 100 grenade stat in this build. We got our resist mods on our chest piece. We have Oars of Restoration, Invigoration, and Innovation to get ability energy every time I get an orb power, which we're going to be doing 24/7 because of Body Glass armor. And then we have Special Finisher to get special ammo for Festival Flight. If you're rocking a double special build, then even more important, you always gonna have 3 armor charges on you, so just spam your finisher move whenever you can. We got distribution on, so when I pop Ascension near people, we get ability energy, and then I have Powerful Attraction on to pick up the Aura power near me from Festival Flight if they're out there. Okay, you can replace distribution with Reaper if you want to, but again, Emerald's Light did get hit with a shadow nerf because of Bungie making it that ability energy come back slower for all for just the sandbox in general, and end up getting hit inherently by that. So you want to do as much things as possible to get your abilities back quicker. That's why I have all this stuff inside the leg piece and distribution on to make up for that, basically, and the arm piece stuff. Okay, I would like to have on surges or like, you know, recuperation to make this even more unkillable because I'm always getting aura power, but it is what it is. If I want to spam my abilities, I gotta do what I gotta do. Hope you guys enjoyed this build. It really is try hard central. I killed myself at the beginning. It was gonna drag on anyway. Y'all seen the power enough. You can't take the -50 content, and it's a cakewalk. Okay, it's a cakewalk. Hope you guys enjoyed this build. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. And until next time, stay up.